UVA, nice comeback winner in Chapel Hill. Teddy, we were kind of surprised or maybe saying, you know what? Tough loss on Saturday. How can you regain? How can you go on the road in ACC play for a team that's ready for you that already played at home, being the Tar Heels? Nice game for UVA. Defense prevails, comeback in the works, and there was a guy that helped UVA out in this one, Teddy.
There sure was, Donnie. A guy who hit a couple of big threes down the stretch. That one even got me off the couch last night. I had a ticket on the Cavs in my pocket, and when Kyle Guy hit those back-to-back threes to clinch the win for UVA, even I got excited. Old jaded Teddy. Of course, this is all about Virginia's defense down the stretch. There was 55-48 North Carolina with just under 8 to play. At home, the Tar Heels managed just 6 more points in the final 8 minutes. That's not going to get it done. And once again, for the 4th consecutive meeting, Virginia really shuts down that North Carolina offense. Roy Williams, he's got some work to do to beat these Cavaliers.
No, absolutely. You brought up a good point yesterday also. I mean, clearly stayed under the total. Again, maybe that pace a little bit, rigid to start out, but as the game goes on, you see that UVA defense certainly wear him out. Diakite played yesterday, which a lot of people weren't even sure in the morning if he's going to play, but in the advent of Twitter and the information highway, we saw him warming up, getting ready to go. Played well with 4 blocks yesterday on the defensive side. We always talk about sometimes, Teddy, in these games, maybe you need a little bit of luck on your side. If you remember a tie game, I believe it was 59-59, a Hail Mary 3-point play that came right at the buzzer of the shot clock was counted, reviewed, taken away. UVA closed the door and really showed, who's the top man on the totem pole last night, Teddy.
They certainly were. And look, it's a Cavaliers team that has been a point spread juggernaut, not just this year, not just last year. We're talking about a 4 or 5 year cycle now for Virginia where they've been a legitimately elite ATS team. And even last night, with a point spread bouncing around near Pick'em in Chapel Hill against North Carolina, game on the line, late in the second half, Virginia's making the plays to win those tough road games in hostile environments and covering yet another point spread.
Hey, Teddy, the NFL news cycle never ends, but it's good for us here in, the talk, talk radio, talk TV, having continuous shows here always keeps us in the loop here. Kyler Murray spurns the Oakland Athletics in Major League Baseball, chooses football. In the summer, Teddy, before he was able to play for the Oklahoma Sooners, I thought it was a clear path to playing baseball. I thought he was crazy for playing football, rolls the dice, comes up with a hard 8. Now it looks like he's going to be a possible first-round draft pick. As we know, signing for $5 million in baseball, going to give the signing bonus back, but now it looks like he's in position to make much more money guaranteed right away. Good decision, Teddy, or not a good decision here by Kyler Murray?
It's what every kid wants to do. I mean, he's getting himself a whole lot of money, so I got to call it a good decision. He's a pretty darn good quarterback, certainly at the collegiate level. So again, good decision for a team like Oakland that, hey, you can grab a potential star with the, your first round pick and now you got to get your signing bonus back, but you don't get any draft picks or anything like that. Tough for A's backers, but for Kyler Murray, I don't even know that it was a hard decision. Didn't seem that way. And I don't blame him for doing what he did.
No, I actually think it was a really good decision by him, Teddy, when it all breaks down. Because, again, this comes from completely changing my mind over the summer, saying, is he nuts for playing football? I thought the head football coach for Oklahoma should have just said, you know what? Lincoln Riley, sit him down. Don't even let him play. So you have $5 million in your pocket and can make much more money. But my goodness, did that season and decision work out well? How about another decision here, Teddy, that's going to impact the NFL? And that's the addition of Kareem Hunt to the Cleveland Browns before we even see any sort of penalty come down from the league on how long the suspension is going to be. But in the NFL, when you have talent, it's always going to win out. And especially if you can get cheap talent, as long as you can take that initial hit from your fan base or the NFL or even from the national guidelines or headlines that say, hey, you know what? I can't believe they signed this guy. If this works out and Kareem Hunt is healthy, this is a nice little bolster to that Cleveland Browns roster for the second part of the year next year.
Oh, I mean, they've got a good-looking running back core. They've got a good-looking roster to begin with, and Kareem Hunt's certainly a unique talent. The question is, are we going to, I'm personally not going to post judgment on the Cleveland Browns for signing a player that probably 31 other teams would like to have on their roster. Everybody makes mistakes in life. I've made them. You've made them. Whoever's out there watching us has made them. Certainly, as young men, everyone makes mistakes. I don't begrudge a kid for making a bad mistake and getting a second chance.
No, I don't either. And it's going to come. And look, he's going to be under heavy scrutiny as well. One of those, like we like to call it, like a zero tolerance policy. You look for, because we don't know if he's going to get any more endorsements down the line. We don't ever know if he's going to get another big contract down the line. But he comes in, he's the good soldier. I've seen it right here in Philadelphia. There was no more turmoil when Michael Vick got signed by the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm giving up my season tickets. We're not going to, do this or that. Michael Vick has been on the straight and narrow after he got out, paid all his debts to society, and has lived with it. If Kareem Hunt can do that, more power to him. That's what the American system is born on there. We'll keep an eye on that. But we're looking at wins and losses here, Teddy. Certainly, you're not going to take on a kid that doesn't have talent who might be able to ring that bell in the front office and say, hey, it's going to cause some turmoil here. This kid should be able to play. So you got Duke Johnson in the backfield, Nick Chubb in the backfield, and now the addition of Kareem Hunt to go along with Baker Mayfield. Things might be looking up a little bit here for the Cleveland Browns, Teddy. But on Monday night, last night in the NBA, a lot of stuff was going down, Teddy. James Harden, I've almost lost track of this, and I was amazed to see it still continuing. 30 straight games for James Harden with 30 or more points. And also Russell Westbrook, no stranger to the triple-double, gets his 10th straight moving into the record books. Amazing stuff going on in the association, Teddy.
So, I mean, I'm literally at a loss for words for what these two guys are doing. This has been as impressive as it gets as an NBA fan. Not so bad as a bettor either. Certainly, if you've been backing Russell Westbrook, he's been making you money of lately. Of the two, look, Harden's step back is incredible. Harden's ability to score is incredible. Harden's ability to draw fouls is incredible. But I'm telling you, what Westbrook is doing outside, and again, Oklahoma City's not the major market like Houston is. What Westbrook is doing and has been doing, when you average a double-double the last 2 years, and now you've had 10 consecutive, average a triple-double the last 2 years, and then I've gone 10 straight games with a triple-double when you're breaking Wilt Chamberlain records. That's impressive, man. That is really, really impressive. And, it hasn't showed up in the betting market. Harden gets a ton of love. Westbrook, not as much. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, no question about it.
Still there, Teddy?
Yeah, I'm right here.
No, yeah, we've just been fading in and out there for a couple seconds there, but we'll keep it moving right here. I got the gist of it there, Teddy. Big things going on in the NBA.